Okay, so here is my first video for the DNA 200 build that I'm doing as a gift for someone. Out of a lot of research and videos and part finding, this is what I've come up with. I have the Alpine Tech G Plus box. It didn't come with the 3 holes for the board. I actually had made a 3D printed template made with the holes, so I was able to drill those in the correct spots. I did the 510 already. I made a little big, but it's tight enough it doesn't move around. I also had this 3D printed mod sled for the chip made and for the screen, which when the DNA chip goes inside, it fits perfectly. If I can get it in there. Fits perfectly in there, and I don't have to epoxy it to the case, which I didn't like, but it fits perfectly. This screws hold it snug. Screen is right up there, and also I am doing an LED fire switch. It's going to be blue, and it's going to go right there. The next step I'm going to do, the battery, I'm going to plan on changing it to a bigger milliamp battery, maybe like a 1300, based on the reviews that everyone's doing. I did order the DNA 200 kit from NoNameBoxMods.com, and basically he gave me everything that I needed. Extra stuff that I did buy was silicone wire in 24, 18, and I believe 20 and 16 gauge, just to have it. The Alpine Tech G box comes with the buttons. I don't have them in yet, they're in a bag. Next step that I'm going to do is wire everything up, put the resistor on for the LED fire switch, and that'll probably be my next video. I'm not going to show me soldering wires and stuff like that, because everyone should know how to do it. I just wanted to make this video, see what you guys think, and if it goes well, everyone likes it, maybe I'll start building them and selling them. This XT connector is too big for me to fit in here. Anyways, Evolve said they hardwire the battery in there anyway. They don't have a disconnect in it. The Velcro that he included in the kit, I don't really like it. I'm probably gonna make like a Velcro hook and loop system in there so it holds the battery in place snug, and it's good. Other than that, I'm ready to build it. I've already mocked everything up where it should go. I just gotta solder the wires and make the right lengths and then test everything out. But like I said, I'm not going to show you a video of me soldering wires for an hour. So here's the second video. All the wires are soldered on. Had a little bit of problem soldering the wires. Took me a couple tries. And then the LED, the trace for where I was supposed to solder the one wire broke off. Well, it didn't break off. The trace lifted up, so I couldn't use that spot anymore. But probing around, I found another spot and got everything wired up. So here's the wiring job as it is. Fire button, grounds, and my LEDs, and out and ground for these two. And then obviously it's actually a working mod now, but so soldering everything on was a pain, especially those real tiny micro pads. I didn't expect it to snap like that, but maybe I was using the wrong gauge and pulling on it too much and giving it too much heat. But like I said, some of them solder look good, some of them don't. They're holding. Next video I'm going to do is putting everything together in the box, soldering all the 510 connectors, the ground, and putting it back in the box and seeing how it looks like that. I still have to get another resistor because since the trace broke, that was 5 volts, and the other spot now I'm using is 12 volts, so my resistor won't be enough to do it now, so I got to get another one. But until then, I'll get everything wired up and see how it goes. But this is the final result of my work. And also, just so you know, these standoffs, I had to modify them. The screws, I had to modify them. And then also the screws that go through the casing, I had to modify everything, just so I can use this mod sled in there. So it wasn't just everything fit together. I still had to modify and to see if everything works and fit and everything like that. But it came out looking good. I got my tap in there and everything. Go on to the next one. Alright, so here's my next video. Everything's all soldered together. Got my switches, ground, 510 connector, resistor on there, and then I do have a working LED fire button. Where I have it, it is 12 volts. With the resistor, I brought it down to 3.1 volt or something like that. Everything works. Screen's on. Okay. Here's the fire button. Alright, next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to send the case out to get it hydro dipped in a graphic. Like I said, it's a gift for someone, so I'm also doing that in the case. And then once I get it hydro dipped, I'm going to permanently put everything in, resolder everything. I just wanted to test it and make sure everything worked, which it does. And then got a few odds and ends to do, and then the next video will be me installing it in the final product. Okay, so here's the last video. I'm sending this thing out to get hydro dipped as tomorrow, but here's all the, I guess, customization to the case that I did. Nothing to the cover, but to here I chamfered the holes. Also put 2 holes in the back, chamfered them, and then I'm going to put a strap in here for the new battery. Maxamps.com. I got a 1300 milliamp battery. I didn't like the way they made it, so I sent it back to have it redone. I guess better. So they should have it sometime this week, and then I won't make another video for another couple weeks because of the graphics process takes about 2 to 3 weeks to do, and by the time I get the battery back, it's going to be about another week. But this is the last video until I get all that stuff back, and then everything's going to be hopefully finished within that time, and then that'll be the next video. Okay, so here's the next video. Everything's all soldered up in there. Everything's covered. Everything's tight right now. Last thing I need to do is connect the battery, which I'm going to do right now. Got the button, got the screen. Got to put in those buttons, but not till after the battery. That's pretty much it. Here's a close-up of everything. All nice and tidy. That little piece of Velcro is going to be my battery holder. You'll see it when it's done. That's pretty much it. Last video. Battery installed and a working mod. Alright, so here's the last video. Everything's wired up. Everything's soldered in. I just have one more thing to do for the battery holder. And this is a working mod, as we see. Over. Blue LED. Check atomizer. Everything works up and down. This is basically complete, and I'll be posting this video soon as I'm done. I just have to get one more thing for the battery holder, and then that's it. Complete. Alright, so here is the final. Got everything in, battery strap. Everything's done. Everything's wired up. This is the end result. Got a working mod here. DNA 200 build. Hydro graphics. Blue LED. 510 connector. A 1300 milliamp battery. Again, everything's soldered in. Battery straps in. It looks good. Any questions, comments, ask.